Welcome to the Mickey Mouse Podcast.
No.
I don't even. That sounded like.
My hands.
I don't even know what that is. I gotta
I
stop.
don't know either.
Okay, well, it's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
Yeah.
Did you have a good break?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Somewhere
Good.
in between. It was okay.
A lot happened.
A lot happened.
A lot happened.
So,
I
let's
came
get
back
to
with
it.
a girlfriend, so.
Congratulations.
I'm still single and dying alone.
Yes.
It's okay.
I mean, truth is truth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whew.
So with that, so we were talking off before we got this thing started. I totally forgot. I read that not only the other day you and I were talking and we talked about how the next thing coming up was Wonder Man, but it is not the next thing up.
I don't care.
Marvel Zombies?
Marvel
don't-
Zombies, September
Here's
24th.
why I don't care.
And they brought back Elizabeth Olsen to play the zombie Scarlet Witch.
Here's why I don't care.
Wait, so is it going to be a continuation off the What If episode?
Yes. It is.
Yes.
Oh.
Here's why I don't care.
You liked it, right?
Yes,
Here's
I
why.
do. That's one of my favorite.
Here's why I don't care.
He's gonna
You
keep
don't
saying,
care
I
about
gonna
any-
keep-
I don't
he's
trust
gonna
it.
keep saying
I
that
don't
until we let
trust
him
it.
talk.
I don't trust it because A, it's only 4 episodes long again, which is stupid.
Okay, but it's supposed to be a miniseries.
No.
Yeah.
No. Have you read Marvel Zombies?
I don't think it lasted that long.
It's 3 separate comics and they're all like 10 to 20 issues long.
Okay.
Like 3 separate comic runs?
Yes, 3 separate Marvel Zombies comic runs that all build off of each other.
And you don't think they could just
No, I
Snip it
don't.
down to 4
no, I do
episodes.
not. I do not. There's so much stuff that
I
happens.
think it's just
I-
because you are holding back a lot of hate to What If.
I hate
And
What
the
If,
animation
but
style, which I really
the-
don't care for the animation
and-
style, is perfectly
And
fine.
I feel
I-
like you're just grumpy all the time anyway.
No, okay, stop. No,
Because
I'm
you
serious.
get on and you talk negative like you did the other day until we just kept you talking, and then suddenly by the end of the episode you were happy and positive.
I don't like Fantastic Four to this day.
You-
Nope, that opinion is still there. It is okay. It is an okay
It
film.
was a great movie.
It was okay. It was the
I liked it better
definition
than
of a
Superman.
mid-Marvel super. That's crazy.
Superman was a good
Superman
movie. I
was a
liked it,
fantastic
but I
movie.
like
Superman was way better than Fantastic Four.
I don't even want to get into this again.
And Man
I
of Tomorrow
don't
just
either.
got announced. I'm so excited. The sequel just
Man
got
of Tomorrow.
announced.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
And
you
Lex
said that
Luthor
earlier
is,
today.
is being rumored to be starring the movie with Superman having a large role. So it'll be kind of like an inverse of Superman. Instead of Superman being the lead and Lex Luthor being the villain, it'll be Lex Luthor and you get to see his perspective, but it's a sequel. I'm excited. That's cool.
okay.
That sounds stupid,
Nope, that sounds awesome.
but I'm excited about Marvel Zombies.
I am too.
Yeah,
I still need to
just-
go back and watch Eyes of Wakanda.
You haven't watched it yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, yeah, that's one that I mean.
Wow.
I think
With-
in our break, I didn't make an executive decision for all of us, but I think we need to, looking back at the last year, we need to do more episodes where we just kind of talk. This
Yeah.
keeps Cowls and conversations, and we don't get locked into this constant review of every episode being a review
Yeah.
of something,
Well, and
but
that's-
just conversations. And that being said, Eyes of Wakanda is a really good show that we could talk
There-
about without doing a
There's
review.
been stuff that's been coming out that I wanted to watch over the break, but with just work and now being in a new relationship and everything, I'm just trying to juggle through everything because there's Eyes of Wakanda, Alien Earth is slowly coming out, but I'm going to wait till all the episodes are out before I start that. Watch that, then watch Predator Badlands later this year when that comes out in November.
And Wednesday.
I don't think he hasn't seen a
I haven't
single
watched
episode of
Wednesday.
Oh my goodness.
I have not started Wednesday.
That's okay. It's
It's really good.
I
I don't love Jenna Ortega, let's be clear. She's not my favorite, but Wednesday's actually,
You're-
because it's so different from everything else that's out, it's actually worth watching.
I don't mind the Addams Family, but with how old it is and then them deciding randomly to just make a show off of the daughter, was a little weird, but
It works.
Watch it with
It
your
does work.
girlfriend.
huh?
Watch with your girlfriend.
There's a million things I gotta watch with her
I
now.
realize-
She
I'm
said
just
that the new
saying, like-
Conjuring movie is good, so now I gotta watch all of those.
Yeah. Well, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No.
No, I'm offended.
I'm not a big horror movie person. I mean, I
I'm
am,
offended.
but it just depends.
I've been gassing those films this whole time, and you're like, no, I will not watch them. Your girlfriend comes along. Oh, I gotta watch all of them now.
Welcome to being a guy. Welcome to being a guy. No, that's right. And they're fun. I will say this: I love horror movies. Love horror movies
I
a
do
lot.
too.
But after the first one or two, they're no longer scary.
It's not even.
Really?
Well,
No,
it's
not even close.
It's not even really about scary. Because they're all kind of done by the same people,
Mm-hmm.
so they use the same jump scare tricks, and you'll pick up pattern like the stories.
Doesn't Annabelle tie into The Conjuring?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
And the Nun.
Okay.
and
so
the
all
Curse of La
those-
Llorona.
Yeah, the Curse of La Llorona. I mean,
Okay.
go out to Wikipedia and just look up the order to watch them in because
Yeah.
there is an order.
There's a watch
Okay.
order. I think
Um,
I don't know.
We've
kinda
watched
like
them all
Star
except for the
Wars.
brand new one.
It's kind of like Star Wars in a way. You could I like chronological order, me personally,
Oh, I do too.
but I actually think for a first viewing experience, you might want to watch release date order because a lot of you'll get bored by the better movies just because the scares are already spoiled by earlier movies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe.
Like
I don't guess that's not true. You need to watch them. I mean, we watched them obviously in release date order. So
yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
because we watched them when they came out.
I would recommend watching release date order first and watching the better movies, the ones that are more important, and then if you do like a rewatch, do
Yeah.
chronological order because that will be interesting to see it chronological order, but also you get spoiled on some stuff, and it's just you better watching a release date.
But either way, by the time you get to the Devil Made Me Do It, maybe even before that, Annabelle maybe, or Annabelle 2,
Oh, it won't matter.
you're at that point you're like
Yeah, they're all about the same.
no longer jumping.
Yeah.
It's still interesting. The story's interesting. I'm not saying the movies aren't interesting, but
Yeah.
the jumping
And
stops.
take the like based on a true story thing with a grain of salt. Like half of them are completely made up.
No, but what I love is that at the end they actually take the tapes from the interviews because it's a lot of the Conjuring. They're real people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they did real interviews with these real families. And so
Yeah.
in the end credits, they're playing the interviews from those people, the real ones.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Not
just-
it's not a recorded thing from the making the movie. It's the actual recordings from
What
Ed
they-
and Lorraine.
what they did is they took the real story and then they like
Adapt it, sort of.
adapt it. Yeah, it's like taking a comic book writer's approach to a real story.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic.
They're
and there's some things that like obviously didn't really happen. Like Annabelle, they actually changed what Annabelle looks like.
Yeah, they made her scary.
Yeah.
She in real life she's just a little doll.
No, she's a specific
Yeah,
doll. She's
it's
a Raggedy
It's
Ann.
Raggedy Ann.
She's a
doll.
Raggedy Ann doll.
In the movies, she's a porcelain like
Yeah.
little girl with a dress. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they do definitely take some license,
So-
some dramatic license with it. But you guys heard what happened with the Conjuring stuff, right?
Oh,
You heard-
Matt Rife.
No.
Matt Rife, you know who he is?
Oh yeah, he bought the
He-
house.
He bought the house and the museum and all the stuff in the museum.
Yeah.
So do you think he'll do a legit Conjuring sequel, or do you think he'll do a comedy Conjuring sequel?
I don't think he's going to do a Conjuring sequel at all because
He
what he
should.
did is opened up the house like it's a Airbnb.
I know.
You can now you can
Oh.
rent rooms for nights and go explore the museum at night.
Yeah, it's not a tour. It is a tourist trap, but it's not a tourist trap.
It's
not like you
totally a
can-
tourist trap.
It is, but it's not like you walk in and then you leave. It's like you can stay.
You can stay the night in case it's haunted.
That actually sounds
Which
really
is
cool.
kind of crazy since Annabelle was just on tour with a ghost hunting
Oh, did you
person.
Did you hear it? They finally released the autopsy. He died of cardiac arrest.
And he died on tour. The guy who was taking her around the country died on tour from a heart attack.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't they also like lose her along the way as well?
No,
No.
that was fictitious.
Oh,
People
okay.
assumed that she got lost. I don't know how that rumor got spread, but it was a rumor.
No, but he
Okay.
did. The guy who had her did
Yeah.
die,
Yeah.
Dang.
and she's returned to the museum, and Matt Rife bought it. So if you bought
Okay.
tickets to this year's Matt Rife concert and you're wondering if you're going to make it to next year since it got rescheduled, he might not make it. Just saying.
He's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I actually want to go
He's
because he's supposed to be coming to the amp.
Yeah.
well, they moved it to next year.
Yeah,
He may not make it. He may die.
but
You know,
with,
he's
with all
totally
the
into-
clips that I've seen of him on TikTok and everything, and then I watched his Netflix special. I want to go to one of his.
he
His
is
shows.
he did a Joe Rogan episode.
Oh,
And I think Joe Rogan brought him on thinking they would talk about his comedy and stuff. And they spend the full 2+ hours talking about how he's so into ghost hunting.
oh,
He's been into ghost hunting as his hobby for most of his life.
dang,
So it was no surprise.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
huh?
What's up?
You also you said something about going to the. Oh gosh, what's the museum over in Eureka?
Not a museum.
Or
The
not a
hotel,
museum,
the
hotel.
Crescent.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Rife basically just turned the Conjuring into the Crescent Hotel.
Okay.
It's kind of
But you also did say you wanted to go to that this year.
we
as
were
well.
supposed to go to that for a
For your birthday
no
on October 31st.
Well, we're thinking about it. If I can,
Who's we?
no, like as a group.
Who's we?
No,
No.
there's
okay.
there's no we.
There's no we.
There's a few people.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm thinking about going to Comic-Con in San Antonio on your birthday. So
but you're evil.
That sounds fun.
With me?
Paul Bettany and
You're
Paul
taking
Bettany
me, right?
and Elizabeth Olsen will be there.
right?
No. I don't have the money to take you.
You're right. I don't either. I have to get a car.
I know.
It's so stupid.
That's what happens when people pull out in front of you on the road. You lose your car.
I know,
Sorry.
I know. That's so
Shame on that guy.
Well, I'm not that mad. I hated that car anyway. But
Well, that's fair.
should I put that on the internet? I don't
Who cares?
I hate my car.
I hate my car. My car was a piece of crap. I hated it so much. I'm gonna go empty it out.
He did you a
tomorrow.
favor, whoever he was.
He did do me a favor.
Anyway,
Well, almost.
all right. Yeah, no. Back to Eyes of Wakanda.
Yeah.
They do tell some stories that
Mhm.
the final story ends at the beginning of Black Panther, the movie.
Okay.
But most of the stories are completely unrelated to the MCU. Like you can watch them. They're not even really loosely tied to each other.
Mm.
And one of them is their take on Wakanda's presence at the Trojan War.
I just
And it actually is really good.
When I first saw the trailer for it, I was actually intrigued by the Iron Fist one.
Yeah, the Iron Fist one is I mean it's a good one.
Yeah.
None of them are just going to blow your mind. None of them are just going to blow your mind,
Yeah.
but they're fun animation. They're
Yeah.
good stories without taking any chances on breaking the continuity of the MCU. They won't do that. And then the last one ends at the beginning of Black Panther where they almost broke the MCU.
What?
So
Okay.
it just adds context to how Killmonger finds the spear.
Oh,
Oh.
It adds context to how he found it.
is it like a Marshall Ali blade thing with Black Knight at the end of Eternals? Like,
No, so you see this whole thing happen,
yeah,
and then at the very end, you see the scene in animated style instead of in live action, where he's standing at that thing and he's like, "I'd like to see this one," and the lady's like, "That's from whatever tribe, blah blah blah." And he's like, "No, you're wrong. That's from Wakanda." You know, right before he smashes the thing open and kills everybody in the museum or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
You see that in animation but you know
Joker
where that
moment.
actually came from and why she didn't realize it was Wakanda and why she thought it belonged to this other tribe. The whole episode is about that.
Okay.
Well,
What?
that's not canon breaking.
It could. Well, you have to watch it. It could have been.
I guess
That almost kind of feels like what FX is doing with the Alien and Predator franchise when they came out with Killer of Killers at the very end and had all of the previous survivors or like the people that killed Yautjas and had them in cryostasis.
pretty sure they're about to make a movie where everyone comes back to fight that warlord that was teased.
Probably.
I would not be shocked because they brought Arnold back.
Yeah, they did.
Arnold's
They
alive.
showed Arnold's character in a cryostasis pod.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, they're all alive.
and
Oh,
the
brother.
chick from Prey.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it, so
Yeah.
those are not movies I ever got into.
they're. I think they're setting up for like an end game level. Like we're gonna fight the big bad, and all of
That
them are gonna
and
cryostasis.
supposedly another Alien versus Predator movie.
That doesn't shock me, and that's okay. I think they can actually do it better this time
Hopefully.
because as long as they keep it like, because I assume that those characters being stuck in cryostasis means that it's set further in the future,
Yeah.
allowing for like Hope. What's her name? Hope, the girl from Covenant, not Covenant, Romulus. What's her? No,
I don't.
Wow, Rain.
Rain, yeah.
Rain, not Hope. Rain. Allowing Rain to appear probably in that would be nice. Yeah. I hope they do sequels with that character too.
With Rain?
Yes. Scrap everything with Sigourney Weaver. The first one's canon. Everything after that, scrap it.
There wasn't wrong with 2 or
If you're about to say anything past Aliens was good, I swear.
Resurrection.
I liked them. Yeah, Resurrection was good.
No. When they started cloning Sigourney
So?
Weaver, no. I'm sorry.
They only did that
Awful.
to try to get a queen.
Awful. Hated it. Aliens is good. Everything after Aliens is awful.
You also got to realize they've been experimenting with technically the black goo for many years at this point.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. It's just the way they did it. Didn't like it.
Okay.
Yep. And actually, the only reason I say retcon Aliens is because I would rather have a new protagonist and just start a new continuity.
Really?
Yeah, kind of like Star Wars. I think they should do that with Star
They
Wars.
do need to
Move away from the
severely reboot
Skywalkers,
that.
please.
Yeah.
Please.
But retcon the Skywalkers?
Not retcon. Or either move away or just start over.
But that's what you just said. They should retcon.
Yes, Sigourney
All of
Weaver. Yes, they should retcon the Skywalkers and start over. Like, use Alien as a starting point. Use, like, maybe the first Star Wars as a starting point and then start over.
Well, if you use the first. Wait, which first Star Wars?
The real first the one that's called Star Wars. I refuse to call it A New Hope. It's Star Wars.
It's A New Hope.
It's Star Wars.
It released called A New Hope.
No, it released called Star Wars, and then he went back and changed it to A New Hope. It is Star
No,
Wars.
it released as Star Wars A New Hope.
No, it started. It was only ever Star Wars. When it came out, it was just called Star Wars.
Do you want me to pull up the trailer for you?
It was called Star Wars when it first came out in
Do you want me to pull up the
1977. It was called Star
1977
Wars. Yeah, it was
trailer for
only
you?
called Star Wars. It was not called A New Hope. It never had A New Hope. It was just called Star Wars. It was added later when they did a re-release. Yeah, it's called Star Wars. I'm sorry, I refuse to call it A New Hope.
Okay.
Okay, well, I tell you what. On that note, you guys keep talking. I'm going to pull this up.
Oh my god. It's called Star Wars.
Some things you can just let go, and some things you have to be like, no, I need to see that for myself. I'm not even trying to prove you wrong. I just need to see that for myself.
I have followed Lucas for a long time. Okay?
That means nothing. You
I
have been
know.
wrong many times.
No, I have not. You used ChatGPT, which is cheating and also
going
wrong.
back to was it I guess production teams or whatever, like studios restarting movies from the very start.
Yeah. Which one?
Paramount.
Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I don't.
and they're bringing back
I
Michael
don't
Bay.
mind. Here's the thing. I don't mind restarting.
And then now, for whatever reason, because apparently they didn't take the hint that they couldn't make a live action Halo. They cut a deal with Activision to make a Call of Duty movie.
Stupid, but I think what Hasbro and Paramount should do is go back, and if they want to start over a Hasbro Entertainment Universe,
Yeah,
with like Transformers, GI Joe, and other stuff.
go just off the G1 comics.
No, I don't want them to do that either.
Oh,
If they're gonna do something fun, right?
yeah,
Like Avengers Endgame level fun.
yeah.
Because let's be honest, everyone probably just really wants to see all those characters interact like an action figure
Well,
fight that you had as a child.
oh my gosh. Okay.
It would be fun to
Random
me.
shivers.
It'd be fun to me.
Well, because my ear had a itch, and then it just went completely down my spine.
I hit the unmute button right before you did that, so I thought I sent some kind of weird sound through your headphones.
Oh my god. But
Oh my gosh.
they should do, they should take like GI Joe, Transformers, start it over, and build to like a crossover event.
We
And
were
do
supposed to
crossover
get a
But
crossover event after
no,
Rise of the Beast.
but I want them to start over, fresh continuity from the beginning.
I also wasn't that big into G.I. Joe at the start.
Well,
I don't remember liking G.I. Joe after number 1.
I don't remember liking
I don't
it
remember
after the
liking
first one.
Transformers after number 2.
the movies aren't. That's my point. I want them to start fresh, and I want them to start basing it more on like the old cartoons and the comics, and like actually build to a crossover event. Like that would be cool. I just don't want a random crossover
Nothing
event.
against Chris Hemsworth, but I don't know. I really don't think anybody can do a better Optimus Prime voice
Transformers
than
1.
Peter.
Transformers 1 was only supposed to be its own continuity. It wasn't even supposed to be
I
in the live
know.
action stuff. So he wasn't even going to take over permanently. I don't know who they replaced Peter Cullen with. I
don't
really
think they-
don't.
I don't think they have yet.
They have a couple times, but they haven't.
Well, yeah,
they
in the-
haven't
in the net-
officially
In
gone.
the Netflix show, they changed it.
They changed him for Transformers animated. They've changed him.
He's the voice of
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the other guy I do a podcast with, Ty,
Yeah.
can do that voice perfectly.
Really?
Perfectly. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah. We do
I used
we
to
do
try-
a Razorback
I-
podcast together.
Optimus Prime.
And he'll get
Yeah.
on and he'll just be like, Transformer or no, Autobots, roll out. And you're just like,
Autobots.
holy crap, he sounds just like him.
Damn. Yeah. That's why I think they should. I think they should do fresh start, full fresh start. They've replaced Peter Cullen a couple of times. Never.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Kevin Conroy's Batman.
Yeah.
Like they've had people play Batman, but they never actually fully replaced him with anybody. Now they have. I think Roger Craig Smith is going to be the official.
Well, they didn't
voice.
have a choice. Yeah.
Yeah, for his death. But I'm saying like they haven't fully officially replaced Peter Cullen yet with anybody. I'm sure eventually they will, because there's no way they don't. He's one of the most popular characters in fiction.
Oh my god! I just remembered something stupid that Duncan tried to pull.
What?
So
Oh, did you?
and
Sorry, finish.
I know he doesn't fact check things, and I'm so glad I did.
Yeah.
But he messages me one day randomly, and straight up tells me that Keith David died.
Spawn? He told you Spawn died? Are you serious?
Yes.
Well, no. If Keith David died, like you would know, because I'd be like, oh my god, that's like internet breaking. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I mean,
Cameron would
granted,
cry.
The only places that I know Keith
I actually
David,
would. That's like
I think you would.
he's a
only-
big voice in my life. Like he's voiced so many different characters.
The
He voiced
only
Joker
characters
once.
I know Keith David off the top of my head is the main villain in Princess of the Frog, and then Husk from Has Been Hotel. Those are the only two characters I could name off the top of my head.
No, he's played Spawn like 3 or 4 times
Wait,
in Mortal Kombat.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he did voice him in Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat.
He's probably the definitive voice of Spawn.
Yeah,
Like,
but
no one
I
can ever
had to
replace him.
search it up real quick, and I was like, dude, I don't know where you saw it, but no.
No,
He's not dead.
You would know. Same thing with Phil Lamar. If Phil Lamar died, that's Green Lantern, Samurai Jack. I mean, like, yeah, I couldn't. That's crazy.
I've lived 47 years and not fallen so in love with a voice that I would cry about it.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Who would I cry about?
I don't know, but that's a lie.
There's nobody.
There's
Dude,
gotta be
I made
someone.
it through Shaggy. Every iteration of Shaggy.
There's only been 3,
Right.
and only one of them died.
Right. And I listened to him my whole life.
You listened to Casey Kasem your whole life?
My whole life. Casey Kasem was Shaggy when I started watching Scooby as a child. Casey Kasem was on Saved by the Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Casey Kasem was on American Bandstand. Casey Kasem was the top 40 every Sunday morning on the radio. And I heard that
Dang.
voice. I could recognize that voice in one syllable. And I still didn't cry over that voice.
Okay. I still feel like there's someone that you'd be like, holy crap, they
No.
died.
No.
But
I don't care about celebrities that much.
It's just like, it's crazy. It's like you think, I think because I feel like our generation kind of immortalized those people a little bit. So like, because you hear them all the time. Like, even if you don't know that you've heard them, like you hear them all the time. So it's just like hard to not separate that from a little bit, at least for me. Sometimes
Like people, like
I'm a little attached.
you weren't born when Princess Di died. Princess Diana, Harry and Andrew's mom.
I heard
And the
about
whole world freaking cried and bawled their eyes out.
that. And why, you just didn't care?
I don't like celebrities enough
I
to
don't
care
even
about
know who
that.
Princess Diana was, though, to be.
I know,
able
but
to
I'm just saying, like the whole world cried, but I did not cry over that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
just
sad.
don't. I mean, James Earl Jones.
Okay.
Oh,
that hurt.
that's.
I didn't
Sad.
cry over it.
But
Dude.
the
That's what I'm
only-
saying, though. His voice was Mufasa and Darth Vader.
That hurt.
I still didn't cry over it. I mean, it
He
was like,
also
well,
played in
it's
the
sad that
same
he's
plot.
not going to do any more cool
I
think. movies, but
Yeah, that
it is what it
sucks.
is.
It kind of hurts. Actually, I think the one that really hurt me was growing up watching Cameron Boyce, who was like my.
Oh, yeah.
He was my age, so I grew up while he grew up, and then he died at 20, and I'm like, that's.
You know what hurt me worse than someone I know was when Toby Mac's son Truett died. And that's because you and Truett were the same age.
Yeah.
And I had to watch my hero lose his son that was the same age as my son.
I still
That
have
hurt me
song.
worse, and I didn't even listen to Truett's songs.
I still have that song saved because not the same, but like on the reverse, I'm like, I feel like, first of all, I feel like that would be a song that if I died, you'd probably put on repeat.
I would die.
You would die
Yeah.
if I died.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
It would absolutely crush me. And I don't know
yeah,
how
it would crush
I don't
you, but
know how
think-
Toby Mac made it through, and he has a whole song about it.
That's what I'm saying. That song, I feel like you put on repeat. I feel like you could, but like that's kind of why I listen to it, because it's a feeling that I kind of like resonate with a little bit for some reason. Because I didn't think there was a point where I didn't think I'd make it past like 19.
Well,
So
I'm glad you did.
So yeah,
But-
that 21 years.
But that affected me so much more.
that's
So
what-
much more than any celebrity.
I'm saying that sometimes celebrity deaths can hit you, especially if they're resonant in any way. Sometimes they have like a thing that they just like Chadwick Boseman not telling anyone that he had cancer, but like he was in back-to-back movies for almost 5 to 7 years. And so he suffered through cancer without telling anyone.
I still didn't
That's
even
cra-
cry over that. Now, I
See,
will
like,
say
that's-
that I was sad at the Rihanna song that came out about about the time of his death. The Rihanna song
Was
for Black Panther 2.
Born Again, right?
I don't think it was Born Again.
I don't remember which one. There's
The
a
one
couple
she's
of
like,
songs.
"Hold me now."
There's a
No, no, no.
couple of songs that she made. For
That song made me a little sad, but I wasn't crying over Chadwick Boseman dying.
I'm not saying like, oh, I'm gonna
Just
take.
someone writing the right words can make you
Okay.
sad.
I'm not
But
saying
I would
that
miss anybody's voice if they replace. What's the most iconic voice out there right now? If they replace Peter Griffin, I wouldn't care.
Oh,
If they replaced Cartman, I wouldn't care.
See, that's different.
That's
No,
30 years of voiceovers, and I wouldn't give a crap if they.
I don't know how I feel. I mean, I wouldn't say like I wouldn't. I just don't think I'd care if Seth MacFarlane died.
Really?
I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I grew up with him. I just don't emotionally resonate with Family Guy in any way. I don't really. Other than Ted, and Ted's fun, but like, I don't know. It's still Family Guy humor. I would feel probably more just like disappointment because I feel like he could have done better things. Like he's got a wonderful voice.
Okay.
Like he could write music and go be a singer, and he chooses to do Family Guy. And I'm like, I don't know.
Seth Green.
Seth Green.
Seth Green voices over a ton of characters. Plus, he was in one of my favorite movies of all time and my favorite TV show.
That would hurt.
Because he was in Buffy. He was in.
That's different.
Oh, what's the name of that movie?
See, Seth Green would
But
hurt me.
but it wouldn't hurt me at all. I'd just be like, well, that's too bad. He won't get to
But
make any more stuff.
I'm not saying I would like take a week off and be like, oh,
I think you would.
I'm not.
For like Phil Lamar, you would. You'd be like calling into work.
No. I would.
I thought you were gonna do that with Kevin.
Kevin Conroy.
Conroy.
No. Okay. Here's the deal. I'm not going to take bereavement for celebrities. That's stupid. And I think I've actually known at least 2 people who've done that. That's really stupid. I wouldn't do that. But like, yeah, there would be a point where I'm playing Batman Arkham and I'm just like, man, this kind of hurts. Like, I wish there was another Arkham game with his voice and they got to do something more with him just so I could, because it's a voice you grow up with. It's a voice is like attached to a thing. So yeah, if there was another Arkham game and they didn't have Kevin Conroy there, it would be hard to play it. Like, I don't know that I could sit there and play the next Arkham game and enjoy it the same way.
I guess.
So that's kind. Did you just mute me?
No, I muted myself.
I heard a difference. Hello, that was weird. Okay, it sounded different for like half a minute.
No, I didn't mute you at all.
That was weird. Okay, but no.
But
yeah.
I mean, I would be most sad if Robert Downey Jr.
Well, like, if he didn't get to finish being Iron Man, or like if he didn't get to do Doomsday, if he died halfway through the production of Doomsday, and then Doomsday came out and they had to replace him with someone else, it'd be like Paul Walker. Like, that hurt. Like,
No.
yes.
No.
Oh my God, it would. It would be almost the same situation if he died halfway through. Come on. So you're telling me that you felt something for Paul Walker, but you wouldn't feel anything if Robert Downey Jr. died like tomorrow?
No, I'm saying Robert Downey Jr. means way more to movie and comic book culture than Paul Walker meant to anything.
What? Dude.
Okay.
Dude.
Paul Walker's really known for one thing. Robert Downey Jr. has a catalog that every actor in the
Robert
world
Downey
would
Jr.
want.
has the greatest comeback story in present day. So
Paul
that's not fair.
Paul Walker has Fast and Furious.
That's reductive.
Yes, he did do a couple of other things. Elle and I just watched She's All That. But he wasn't the star of She's All That.
That's reductive. That's so reductive.
I mean, he did
can
a
say
bunch
the
of
same
he
about
did a
Heath
bunch
Ledger.
of no.
Yes, you
Oh
could.
my gosh.
Oh my God.
No,
Literally,
sir.
Heath Ledger, his only movie that he ever got anything for was The Dark Knight.
But he's in better movies. Not better than The Dark Knight.
No,
he's
but,
in better
yeah,
movies
better
than the
than The
rest
Dark
of Paul
Knight.
Walker's catalog.
Oh my God. You're crazy.
10 Things I Hate About You.
It's fantastic, but that's
Way better than anything else Paul Walker did.
way better than The Dark Knight.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
100%.
my God.
I'm sorry. The Dark Knight trilogy is so stupid. It is so stupid.
You have a comic podcast and a stupid take on a comic movie. It's
it-
so weird.
It's not, because it's not a comic movie. It's a realistic movie that takes a comic book character and makes him overly realistic. That's stupid. It's to the point where that Batman would not make sense standing next to Superman, and I hate that.
Where's my button for why so serious?
That's kind of my point, though. Like,
I need a button for that. So
No,
every time he
that-
goes off, I can just be like,
That's-
why so serious?
that's my point, though. Like, why is the Dark Knight trilogy so serious? The fact that it's so grounded makes it so hard.
And yet you love Joker.
I loved Joker,
Joker is absolutely serious.
but it was a one-off. It wasn't a trilogy that they tried to make a
No,
franchise out of.
it was not. It was a 2-movie.
The second movie never should have been made.
It was a 2-movie that they tried
doesn't exist.
they tried to make a franchise off of, but the second one flopped so hard.
I hope they never do it again because the first one was so good. They just needed to leave it alone. The ending was perfect. They made you think like, wait, did that really happen? Or was that all in his head? That's the ending. It's ambiguous. They left it ambiguous so you could literally watch the movie and go, did that actually happen?
They took it so seriously.
Or did it happen in his head? But they didn't need to make a sequel. It was just one movie. It's a fantastic
Well,
movie.
they tried to turn it into a franchise,
It's
and
so
look what
dumb.
it got them.
That's my point with Batman Begins. Batman Begins is actually pretty good. I don't think it needed. It didn't need a franchise.
The second movie was actually pretty good too. Where it went off the rails for me was the third movie.
They all were stupid. I can't watch the Dark Knight.
Listen. The Dark Knight still was contained within a city where really a Batman and a Joker could fight and the federal government wouldn't get involved. So it's a city problem, and a Batman who's a city superhero faces a Joker who's a city supervillain. But when you get to the third one,
The League of Assassins.
the
and
stuff that's
Bane
happening in
and
the third one
Catwoman.
would have had the U.S. military come down on that city.
See, but that's also kind of a problem with Batman stories in general, is because usually what happens is if a Batman villain takes over, they'll have like Homeland Security. The excuse is usually like Homeland Security will come in and block off all the bridges, like, close down the city. No one could enter, but all the people have like escaped, and just the criminals are there. And then it's just like, oh, and so it's just Batman and all the criminals and a couple cops.
Oh, you mean the way that you saw that other movie where all the people got out of the city? Oh, that was Superman.
Superman had
Where everybody got out of
Superman
the
had
city
everyone
in,
involved.
like,
It had the military
12
involved. It
million
had the
people got out
Justice
of New
Gang
York City in
involved.
20 minutes.
Literally, Metropolis, first of all, and no,
Which is a stand-in for New York City.
okay, whatever. Kansas City, more likely, because it's not even like 3 hours away from Smallville. But not the point, because Metropolis is in Kansas.
You're being quiet over there. You don't want to join in this?
But anyway,
Y'all are talking about more stuff that I don't even.
You saw Superman.
Yeah, I saw Superman, but going off of like the Dark Knight and whatever, those I've only seen once when I was a kid.
they're just not worth it. But my point was, the reason I can't watch The Dark Knight is because specifically the thing that drives me nuts. There's two things: Joker and his stupid ass long monologues. I hate him with a passion. I can't stand listening to his voice. I have a very like specific standard for Joker voices. His voice is awful. I can't stand it. I also don't like the tongue thing he does. But then on Batman's side of things, that's the movie where he decided that his voice wasn't "I'm Batman." It's "I'm Batman. I gotta talk like this for all the movies."
You know what's hilarious is when you see that guy who does the parody Batman stuff on Facebook, on the Reels, and on TikTok.
I just hurt my
He
throat.
sounds exactly to me like Christian Bale.
But you know
You
what,
know what I'm talking about. You know-
Yes, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I actually think they got him to play Bane in the new Lego movie or Lego video game for Batman, but which is going to be a fun game. I can't wait for that game to come out. But the Dark Knight has so many things in it that I'm just like, I don't like it, that I can't stand watching it.
Well, shame on
And
you.
that's the whole trilogy. The first one is fine. The second one is not good. And the third one is worse.
Well, okay, couple of things. One, three at least things here. Number one, I hate that they changed Rachel Dawes out I hate that
Oh, the
that
actress?
Tom Cruise wouldn't let Katie Holmes play her anymore.
What?
Yeah, that's why she switched out of the second movie because he was married to Katie Holmes.
Who
at
did
the
they
time.
replace her with? I don't remember.
Maggie Gyllenhaal,
Oh yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's
sister.
sister. Yeah.
Two, I don't like that the way that the third movie kind of goes off the rails. Three, the third movie wasn't even supposed to happen the way that it happened. Had Heath Ledger not died,
Yeah, Joker's supposed to come back.
he was going to come back and it would have been an entirely different movie. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I feel like they did the best they could with a movie that never was supposed to happen in the first place. I just don't like what they did with it.
The third movie trying to tie back to the first movie, but you can tell that he didn't really plan to do anything with the League of Assassins after the first movie.
I
It
just
just didn't work.
It didn't
and then
work for me.
Bane was really
But the second one, I feel completely different from you. Other than Maggie Gyllenhaal being put in there,
Oh, I didn't like Harvey either.
I liked Harvey. I liked the story, the way they did it with Harvey.
It was okay.
I liked the Joker. I don't care about the way that he talked or smacked his lips and his tongue around or
You don't care?
no, I liked it just fine because he was different from everybody else because he wasn't trying to mimic Mark Hamill or Jack Nicholson. I always mess up Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
He wasn't trying to mimic them. He was trying to be his own Joker,
Yeah.
and for that, I enjoyed it.
I guess I've heard Mark Hamill so much that whenever I hear a Joker voice, he is the go-to. So like, it's kind of like a comparison thing.
I just don't even.
And here's what I can give for Heath Ledger. He's at least better than Jared Leto.
Yeah, he
he's
was
miles ahead of Jared Leto. He makes Jared Leto look like a Hot Topic brand Joker that just never should have existed.
And so what you're saying is you are headed out this weekend to watch Tron Ares,
No.
right? Oh.
I'm still gonna go see it.
Jared Leto can burn in a dumpster
I
fire.
like Tron. I've been waiting for a new
It's
Tron
not-
movie
okay.
since they first said that they were going to make another one after Tron Legacy.
It's not.
It's just it took them too long.
I'm probably going to sit here and watch them, and I'll watch Tron Ares when it comes out on Disney Plus. They know, him and Elle both know, that there are certain movies that I just won't go to the theater for, but I still want to watch them. And I think because I really don't know anything about Tron past the first movie, I think it's one of those movies where I would just rather sit here and watch it.
I think for me the problem is that 2 was the second one, Legacy, was supposed to get sequels. It was supposed to be like the time gap between 1 and 2 is similar to like Avatar, where there's a long time gap and then they were supposed to do 2 and then spawn a bunch of sequels and then wrap up a story. And the fact that the second one didn't do well and that caused them to not make sequels, and then there's been this delay, and then also the fact that they got Jared Leto, who I don't like already, and then it's just like all these little things have built up that I don't care anymore.
Yeah, he definitely should have stuck to being a vampire.
It's
I still haven't watched Morbius to this day.
It's Morbid time. You've got to watch it.
At this point, you're better off skipping it because those just muddy things. Like for instance, they had to.
Isn't that side of like the Spider-Man universe just kind of done?
So the story on Morbius was that it was canon to the MCU at one point. And then Spider-Man No Way Home changed. There was something about Spider-Man No Way Home that didn't line up with Morbius anymore. And so because they were under the impression that the Sony stuff was supposed to be canon and they were going to try to make it canon, that they decided to change the ending of Morbius and cut down Michael Keaton's role. Originally, Morbius was set in the 616 universe, 1999999. I will stand by that, but it's technically 616. Originally, Morbius was supposed to be set in that universe, and he was going to break Michael Keaton out, and they were going to have him help Morbius get his powers. He was supposed to be much more involved in the plot. But then they did the multiverse thing, and Venom traveled through the multiverse to the Spider-Man No Way Home universe, so it was completely separate. And Venom was already connected to Morbius through a line of dialogue, which they kept. So that's still Venom and Morbius are still canon. How Morbius knows what Venom's catchphrase is still confusing. But they changed it to where the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home has Doctor Strange send people to the back to their universes. For some bizarre reason, Michael Keaton forgets who Spider-Man is and also gets sent to the Venom universe, and he just exists in the same prison cell with a completely. There's two Michael Keatons technically because the character supposedly exists in that universe, but now this is just a different guy from a different universe, which breaks another thing that I don't like about world building, where you're just like, oh, you introduce this whole thing and then you just kind of drop it. Because now the world's like, whoa, there's a doppelganger of someone from another universe, and the world knows about this, and they just kind of, okay, whatever, he's fine. He's just allowed to live
Well,
here.
I mean, the Sony universe doesn't even exist anymore, so.
You don't even need to watch at this point. It's just really confusing nonsense.
You need to watch it for pop culture reference sake, so that when you say it's Morbin time, you know why you're saying it.
You. No. Are you just trying to get him to watch a bad movie? Literally, the Morbin time meme was to get the movie back in theaters.
I know.
That was it. That was it. That's the joke.
Yeah.
They succeeded, and then it still bombed. That's the whole joke. It's so bad.
Speaking of bombing, is Doomsday gonna bomb?
Because of what happened?
Because of what happened? We have Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds on the screen, even though you can't see it.
Well, so...
And there's no confirmation that the fight was between the two of them. Nobody has actually confirmed that. I double-checked it before I started this episode.
It's not confirmed, but it's heavily implied. And at this point, I don't think it's that big a deal.
No, they apparently have all made up, but...
because Ryan Reynolds was just trying to be in his Deadpool character?
So Ryan Reynolds has a habit as playing as Deadpool. This has happened multiple times with different actors. He has a habit of getting into character, and because he breaks the fourth wall, he knows things about the character's actor outside of canon, and he will make some really dark or messed up jokes about the person or people who know the person. And it's all done in character. It's supposed to be done in character. It's not supposed to be done as Ryan Reynolds. It's supposed to be done as Deadpool. But RDJ didn't know that. He's never worked with Ryan Reynolds before. And so he just thought, this guy just said a joke about...
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We don't know if this is the way that it happened or not.
Sorry. But this is what's been reported, is that allegedly he heard this thing about someone close to him. We assume it's his wife. And... he allegedly assumed that it was real intent, that this was meant to be harmful and not something that was done in character. And apparently that started an altercation and they had to be separated. And then the studio went to them and was like, we can accommodate this, but it's going to be like extra shooting just to get you guys to not work with each other. So they decided to pay one of the actors to stay, and the other actor, they both agreed that they could film with each other and that they could get over it, and so it's back to production as was. That's the whole thing. So it's I don't think it's gonna affect the movie too much. It just sounds like...
Let me just say that I hope that they keep Doctor Doom for longer than one movie, that he doesn't die off, even in Secret Wars. I think that's too fast.
Have you not heard the most recent report?
Just hold on. I hope that they keep Robert Downey Jr. around for a long time, even if he only makes brief appearances in some movies the way that Thanos used to. And then they end him after another 6 or 7 year run as Doctor Doom. I would be okay with that. I hope they kill Deadpool in Doomsday and that we never deal with that character again. I hope that Deadpool's run is completely over after Doomsday. Wow. I can't stand it.
Why?
I just don't care for it.
I don't
I
care.
thought Ryan Reynolds said he was only going to do like 1 or 2 more
He
movies.
didn't
as
say.
Deadpool.
It's rumored that he may not be continuing his role as Deadpool due to outside circumstances that aren't related to Marvel. But they dragged him in. They dragged Marvel into a court case, and typically when that happens, Marvel usually doesn't like drama or anything like that, so they cut ties with the actor if something like that happens.
Allegedly,
Allegedly,
Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively tried to take over It Ends With Us. And the character of super happy gay Deadpool, I don't remember what his actual name was, in the most recent movie.
Handsome Pool is the name.
Whatever his name was a caricature of the director of It Ends With Us, completely making fun of him. And there's a bunch of text messages and emails that apparently prove that they were intentionally trying to make fun of him and take the movie away from him.
So that's actually all been deconfirmed. It actually is looking like he's going to lose that case because a lot of people have come out against him.
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
what I read recently was that
Well,
there
I
was like
I
2
just
million
checked on
people-
this one again this last week.
I
He's
checked
still
it, like a couple days ago,
he's still in the right.
maybe.
He's still in the right. Some of Taylor Swift and Blake Lively's text messages have been confirmed. Like Blake Lively called Taylor Swift in and tried to intimidate him with Taylor Swift. She tried to intimidate him with Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know. It's a lot of BS that they might cost him the role of Deadpool going forward. I don't think they should get rid of Deadpool personally, but I don't think they should utilize him as like a driving character. You know, it's like Black Adam. Black Adam is not a driving character for the DCU. I don't think Deadpool should be a driving character who gets solo movies out the wazoo. If he's a crossover character, that's fine. If he's a fun gimmicky character you throw in for a cameo here and there to replace Stan Lee, I kind of like that. But he doesn't need to be... He's not as big as X-Men Fantastic Four Spider-Man.
No, he should be a once in a while appearance on a X-Men movie.
Like
and
I
that's it.
actually think that cameo
And honestly,
idea,
I wish they would get rid of him.
I actually think that cameo idea would be a really cool thing. If they replace Stan Lee with Deadpool.
Yeah. Well,
But outside of that, I don't think he needs to be a driving character in the universe anymore. It's really dumb.
but then the other thing is Robert Downey Jr. threatening to walk off the set of Doomsday and be done with it
Twice.
if they don't fix scripts,
Yeah.
which you expect more from the Russos than maybe some other directors when it comes to this. And having worked with him in the past,
Why are they
so it's
filming
kind of
with him in
crazy that this is a problem. And also,
Well-
there's been reports that there's more than just those 2 issues on the set of Doomsday, to the point that they marched Paul Rudd out to do an interview. And of course, he's like, the sets are beautiful. The shooting is amazing. Everything is going so well in the shooting of Doomsday. And he was like, he's Mr. Super Positive, to try to quell some of the rumors that are going around that there are problems all over the set.
Uh-oh.
I don't think there's that many problems. There have been injuries already. A couple of people have been injured during stunts, so that they've had to delay a little bit. But outside of that, I'm not really hearing that many issues.
Literally read that right out of an article that they
I've-
marched him out there to make it sound that like things were better because there are so many problems on the set.
I
Good
mean,
Lord.
I disagree, but okay.
But you're not there.
I know I'm not there.
You're
but
just
neither-
saying, I
Neither are
disagree.
they. Neither were they. This
The
was
reporters who did the interview.
reporters who went to a Disney function that had a recording of Paul Rudd
Yeah.
and the Russo brothers, and it was a recording. That's not enough. I'm sorry, that's not enough. And
It's
there's
more
not-
than you sitting in Bentonville, Arkansas, just going, I disagree. Dude,
I do
you
disagree.
have nothing to base your disagreement
Yes,
on.
I do, because
What?
there's not that many reported incidents other than a few injuries, a couple people leaking stuff from scripts, and this supposed RDJ. And
No, there's another one. Who was it? They brought in somebody to act, and he said, literally, I didn't even know what I was recording, who
Pedro
I was.
Pascal.
No.
Yes, he
Nope.
was the one who, or Alan Cunning
Yeah.
thought he was fighting Pedro Pascal. but then
Nightcrawler. And he's like, I didn't know they changed the names. He said the secrecy made it so hard to record because I didn't know. He's like, so hard to film because I didn't know what the script was trying to accomplish. I didn't know who was supposed to be in the scene. I didn't know who I was fighting, who I was talking to.
That's been an issue for years. Tom Holland's complained about it.
Yeah, but Tom Holland is someone who has leaked details. You know?
Alan Cumming did the same thing. That's why he got in trouble.
When?
He literally was like, the reason that he backtracked and said, I didn't know anything is because he initially said, oh yeah, I think I actually am in a fight with with Mr. Fantastic. I think I was actually in a fight with Pedro Pascal because of what I was reading. And then they had him backtrack and go, oh no, I just didn't know what was in the script. I don't know who I'm fighting really. They just had me in like a blue screen room and I'm just kind of like
Green
fighting
screen.
or green or
He said green screen. I read it.
Whatever. I'm just in like a room and I'm just kind of fighting it. But that was a backtrack because he initially leaked that he was fighting Mr. Fantastic.
Okay. Well,
So that's all I'm saying.
Sounds like a lot of problems to me.
It does. It's not that many problems. I don't think it's problems as much as they're like, hey, we can't show up. What they actually said, the Russo brothers, is that we would love to be there, but we're so busy filming this movie. And then Paul Rudd walked up and was like, it's so great here. It's fun. We're having, but
Because it's not.
but
That's
the
called propaganda.
But the Russo brothers were like, the whole message was like, hey, we would love to be here, but we're busy filming this movie. And we just want you to know that the production is going great. We're on schedule and we're hoping to have it out by next year. That's literally the whole message.
That's called propaganda.
Oh my God. Not everything's propaganda.
I still think we're going to get GTA 6 before Doomsday.
We already are.
Unless something happens to either one.
GTA is confirmed for summer. They're not changing it.
Okay. Also, I just remembered this, but because we were talking about stuff and whatever, and it's been a while, especially since the second one came out.
Yeah.
NetherRealm Studios confirmed Injustice 3.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Really?
It's rumored that it's gonna take inspiration. Well, already I don't love the Injustice universe anymore.
I still do.
Evil Superman has bored me for a while now.
Well, that whole Brainiac plot thing was a little weird.
I didn't like the Brainiac thing either.
But I did like the voice actor for Brainiac because he also voiced Ratchet in Transformers Prime.
Yeah, he's dead.
What?
Brainiac is dead. They're not bringing him back.
Oh.
The character is gone in that universe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying. Like and Kevin Conroy.
Well, and it was also weird because you had like 2 or 3 endings to choose from.
The main ending is the one where Batman wins.
Oh, okay.
But Kevin Conroy was the main voice of Batman. And he's a main character in the Injustice story. I'm already not happy about that. But then on top of that, I don't like Evil Superman. The plot has gotten so stale. And then outside of Evil Superman, they're introducing the Watchmen storyline where after Flashpoint, the Watchmen in the DC universe collide, and then there's like a whole Doomsday Clock thing, and I didn't really care for that storyline all the way through. And they're taking inspiration from it to craft this story, allegedly. And the more I hear about it, the more I'm just like, yeah, I'm not interested.
The thing is, though,
especially
it's probably a good idea that they're kind of taking a break from Mortal Kombat ever since Mortal Kombat 1 came out.
Because it wasn't an official reboot.
It really wasn't.
Like they advertised.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they need a break from Mortal Kombat as well. But
they need to do a full-on reboot.
My other thing is like Invincible Versus is coming out. And
that
it already looks way better than anything NetherRealm has released in a long time.
I think what I probably should do to prep for Invincible Versus is play Dragon Ball Fighters, because I know it's basically the same concept.
What you need to
and
do
fighting style
before you play Invincible Versus
is watch Invincible. I know.
Get caught up on Invincible.
I know.
There's spoilers all over
but
the
there's
game.
so many,
and they're producing hot and heavy. They've got 2 full seasons
ready to go.
2 full seasons drawn, and one of them completely voiced.
Yeah, season 5
So-
is already
But
started
see, the thing
production.
is, like,
Season
I
4 is
gotta
done
start,
and ready to go. Season 5 is drawn, and they're doing the voices.
I gotta start Invincible at some point.
Yep.
We gotta finish Vox Machina also at some point before their new series comes out.
Oh, we're not worried about that because the final season of Vox Machina, which takes place 20 years before the Mighty Nine, won't even be out until after season 1 of the Mighty Nine.
Oh, okay.
So
And then
we have time.
I also have, because I think it comes out next year. Has Been Hotel season 2 comes out next year, or by the end of this year. I don't remember which.
Honestly, you can take that one on yourself. I
already planned on it.
yeah, I'm kind of done with that fandom, and I'm kind of just out of those shows. I think I grew out of them. They were fun for a minute, but the storylines got muddied, and now that they're canon to each other,
They're loosely.
no,
canon.
they're fully canon.
Oh, right, because they decided to take.
No, they were fully canon from the start.
Oh, I thought from the start because
No.
of Amazon, they were like, no, you can't be canon.
No, they couldn't do crossovers because of legal
Right.
reasons, but they were fully canon from the start.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work, and
Fair
I'm
enough.
not sure I vibe with it anymore. So,
Okay.
yep.
Well, I think we're going to shut it down here.
What?
If you guys are good with it.
You're crazy.
I honestly
Oh,
can't
what
think of
time is
anything. It is, I think, 10:30, maybe.
Yeah.
10:42.
Oh,
So
oh, I do have.
they're going to shut it down here. If you like what you heard, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, click the notification bell. We are going to start putting out more episodes. We took about a month-long break, but we're ready to get rolling again. And there's going to be more fun conversation and still some reviews, but more fun conversation around all the topics and around the news and just around things that we like to talk about. It is Capes, Cowls, and Conversations, and we're going to spend a little more time on that this time around.
Fair.
Thanks for listening, and we are out.
Does this count as this?